Na Savannah Baba Geese Kababa. Hey na na, hey na na Sagonya but Higi Kabo Honya na. Welcome to the another world of BDH. And this time, it's another movie review. And you guessed the intro? The review is all about the new Disney movie, the new version of The Lion King. Oh man, I'm so excited to tell you this. I don't know why, but I'm so glad I watched it yesterday. I was planning to doing it today, but important stuff. But let me explain how this works. I wasn't even expecting to be a new live action version of The Lion King. When I first saw the trailer, I was like, oh my god, wow. I just can't help myself. Tell you the truth, Lion King is one of my favorite Disney movies of all time. Yes, the animated one, not the new one. Anyway, the reason why I love it, because I really love animals, and The Lion King is the perfect Disney movie for me. Anyway, just like how I'm going to review about the Aladdin movie, which I did before, the Lion King one was like, wow, amazing. I was really, really, really proud of that. I'm sorry. I'm just really excited that I'm going to be doing a review on a new version of The Lion King. Okay. Sorry. So, anyway, just like in the story, it's about a young cub named Simba who's about to become the future king, just like his father, the great Mufasa, who was played by James Earl Jones. Yep, the same voice actor that did it before in the 1994 one. Okay, sorry, I'm just really excited. But of course, there is one who wasn't promoted to becoming the next king of the Pride Lands, and you probably know this. It is none other than Scar, Mufasa's brother, who was jealous of him because he wanted to become king instead of him. But sadly, ever since Simba was born, Scar became really jealous about them. So, as he like in the anime one, Scar wanted to get rid of them. And how to do that? Find out more. But onto the story. Just like in the story, Simba wanted to see around the land for its patrol thing, but of course he did so. But Mufasa did show him how the kingdom works. Everything the light touches is their kingdom. Simba was really impressed by that, but there is a shadowy place that one must not go there. I wouldn't go there. But while on their morning patrol, Zazu, they're actually don't know, maybe their right hand man, yeah, something like that. He warned them that about hyenas invading the Pride Lands. So Mufasa told Simba to head back to the Pride Lands to stay safe, Simba did meet Scar, and then that's when Scar told him about the shadowy place. It's known as the Elephant Graveyard. Ooh, yeah. I bet some elephants are scared of that. But Scar said that he's been there, and also, of course, the ones who are brave enough to go in there. So Simba decided to do one thing that no other lion cub will even try to do. He decided to go off into the elephant graveyard anyway, but he decided to bring Nala, his best friend, to see what the elephant graveyard looks like. But to do that, he has to get rid of Zazu. But clever Simba and Nala did manage to get away from him by doing one of the coolest Lion King songs ever that gets you pumped up. Oh, I just can't wait to be king, which is really, really cool. And then when they lost Zazu, they managed to go into the elephant graveyard anyway. But when they just got more impressed, they attacked. Hyenas. Hyenas that are so vicious that they look so deadly to me. To tell you the truth, a real hyena looks kind of scarish. If you don't believe me, I wouldn't recommend him fighting one. But don't worry, they will only eat things that are kind of dead. Have you seen a lot of documentaries about them? Anyway, they were about to get attacked and get chomped up by those hyenas, especially when Mufasa came in and saved the day and saved the cubs. But sadly, Mufasa was a little bit disappointed in Simba, but at least he forgave him a little bit. I like that. But what's the cool thing is that there were kings from the stars that passed down. That was something that Mufasa told him. By the way, while back in the elephant graveyard, the hyenas were upset that they didn't get the chance to kill. Yep, all they wanted to do was to get even with Mufasa for banishing the hyenas through the elephant graveyard. Because lions and hyenas were against the war, and that's when Scar appeared. Somehow he made a alliance with the hyenas. He'll offer him meat in order for him to become king. By the way, though, I was a little bit disappointed about the new film that they wouldn't add the song "Be Prepared," but it turns out they actually did. It was a little bit short, but it was cool anyway. It didn't have the marching hyena scene, but it's still pretty okay. And then when Scott managed to bring Simba over, he decided to do one thing. Kill them. Scar's plan is to unleash a stampede that might stomp over Simba and Mufasa, but Mufasa managed to save Simba, but sadly, once Mufasa jumped over the cliffs, he tried to get Scar to help him, but you know what happened? Scar betrayed him by saying, "Long live the king," and then pushed him off the cliffs by to the stampeding of wildebeests. It was tragic, and some people might be scarred from this scene, but it's just how life goes. So Scar found the dead body of Mufasa and Simba, which is a really sad scene. Then Scar made a plan plan to trick Simba, making him believe that Simba was the one who killed Mufasa. Don't believe in lies. But as Scar tried to help Simba out, he told him to run away and never return. So Simba did run away. Then Scar ordered the hyenas to kill Simba. As Simba was trying to make the escape, he managed to survive the hyena attack. But then but the hyenas also pulled a trick on Scar, believing that Simba was killed already. That made Scar the new king. And in his first promotion, he brought every lion and hyena together, and the balance was off. The circle of life was almost dead though, and Rafiki, the baboon who raised the child in the first scene, he was sad that Simba was dead, or at least he was. But then when Simba was about to become a goner, the two favorite characters have arrived. Timon and Pumbaa, the meerkat and the warthog, who have been outcasts. But then they found Simba, and they were about to leave him behind, but they had a better idea: to take them as their own. As they helped try to get Simba's past behind him by using the word Hakuna Matata. It means no worries for the rest of your days. It's their problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata. Whoops. Sorry, I just got a little sidetracked. It's just a really catchy song. Anyway, as they show how the world can be, Simba decided to stay as an outcast. Then he did grow up, but here's a little problem. Even though as an outcast, and he did change a little bit, he's still thinking about his past and the circle of life and how he was supposed to be the king. But it was a good thing Timon and Pumbaa didn't know about it yet. Meanwhile, back in the Pride Lands, Scar, and it was nothing but bones, dirt, ugly stuff that cover up the Pride Lands. There was no water. There was not enough food for them. But at least they made some few adjustments that the scene that the anime one has never seen released. So, here's one. Well, while Scar is the king, he was asking in Sarabi, Mufasa, his husband, his queen, and Simba's mother, to become his queen, because Scar actually wanted Sarabi, but she did choose Mufasa over. And then, of course, Nala did grew up too. She did, but she managed to escape Scar's territory to find help. It was a good thing, but she did found Timon and Pumbaa as she was about to rip them apart. Simba decided to come to the rescue and attacked her. Then he realized it's Nala. He was really excited to meet her. Then they did introduce them to Timon and Pumbaa, but Nala wanted to show Simba that he's the right king. But then Simba I had another idea to show them the island. And of course, when Timon and Pumbaa were upset, they can see what's happening. They had got a clue. I don't know the lyrics that well. Range. They can feel the love tonight. Simba and Nala were off seeing the island as a couple. Yep, just like I mentioned it before, or at least I did. I don't remember it, but anyway, it was like a romantic stroll, life, just like how Aladdin and Jasmine did in the new Aladdin. And of course, Timon and Pumbaa were sad that their trio is over. It's back to a duo. But of course, Nala wanted Simba to come back home because he's the rightful king. She told him everything, but sadly, Simba refused. So Nala decided to head back to Pride Rock. And then Simba decided that he doesn't need nobody. And there was something I forgot to mention to put in between them. Oh yeah! While Simba is still thinking about his past, Rafiki, one of his hair was blown off into the wind, and that's when Rafiki found out that Simba is actually alive. So when Simba was still thinking about that he doesn't need anyone, he met Rafiki. He thought he was crazy, but Rafiki was doing like a thing like, "Who are you?" But Simba thought he was nobody, but at least Rafiki know who he is. He's Mufasa's boy. And Rafiki said he's still alive. So Simba decided to follow Rafiki, and they stumbled upon a great lake. It's not really that great though, but Simba thought it was its reflection, but he looked deeper and saw he lives in you, which brought to a classic scene, of a stormy cloud which is of course Mufasa's ghost. I actually don't actually have details on how it happened or a picture of it, but I'll still explain to him anyway. Mufasa told him that he's the rightful king of the Pride Lands. He must remember who he is. Then, after the ghost disappeared, Simba finally know who he was. He was Simba, the son of Mufasa, and the rightful king of Pride Lands. So he decided to head back to Pride Lands with Nala, Timon, and Pumbaa. Yep, they decided to join anyway, and they had one thing they have to do. They had to fight back for their land. As Simba saw what's going to happen, he decided to try to stand up to Scar and tell him that the past is behind him. At least he knew, but did the other lions knew? So, Scar did another plan. He tried to get Simba to confess him who killed Mufasa, and told him it was him, which was a lie, which will happen soon. The other lions were shocked on what Simba did, and Scar was about to do the same thing, as he was about to push him off of the cliff. But then he told him a little secret. He was the one who killed Mufasa. Way to go. You just exposed yourself. As Simba recognized that fall, he wasn't even there, and then he made Scar confess to him that he was the murderer. He didn't even came in to rescue them. The other lions and hyenas attacked. The war of lions and hyenas where happened again. Then Simba did manage to find Scar and tried to finish this off. But like every king, Simba decided to decide not to kill Scar. Instead, he decided to make him run away and never return. Scar was going to do that, but he still wanted to be king. Instead, he attacked. That was my favorite scene ever. Simba versus Scar in slow motion. That would for both animated and 2019. It was super cool. And then Scar was about to finish him off, but at least Simba managed to learn Nala's technique. But here's the thing. Nala's technique in the 1994 one was this, but Simba just did this, which made Scar fall off in a cliff, which fall into a horde of hungry hyenas. But that Scar made him feel like his friends, which when he said the hyenas are the enemy, they were the ones who did it. I was about to kill them. The hyenas were mad at them. And you know what? What happens? A hyena's belly is never full. You know what the hyenas did to Scar? He ate him. They ate him. Man. At least they censored it. At least that would have been really scary. Ooh. Like I said, scary. Really scary. Anyway, as the battle is finished, Simba has to do one thing he needs to do. Make a great roar and to become the new king of Pride Lands. It was super epic. Everything was back to normal, and the circle of life was back to normal. Like every story, Simba did have a child, and she or he was about to become the new king or queen, if you know what I mean, of those future Pride Lands. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and comment questions on how do you feel about the movie, and I'll see what's happening. And of course, I do have this anime Lion King one. I think it's really great. I really love it. And hey, Hakuna Matata, more BDH videos will come soon. Thanks for watching, and have a brick day.